Hello, today I would like to show you the different kinds of effects that are available in your digital audio workstation and show you how these effects fall into three main categories: dynamic effects, delay effects, and filter effects. Um, so I set up a quick example sound, which is basically a drum loop that actually a bunch of snares that slowly increase in volume, in loudness. So let me just play it without any effects. So there we are. That's without any effects. Now I'm going to play it again, but I'm going to turn on the first effect, which is a compressor, and this is a dynamics kind of effect, and you'll see why very quickly. Let me play the loop again, now with the compressor on. Immediately you notice that the dynamic range of the sound has been reduced. So there is less of a difference between the quietest snare and the loudest snare. There is still a little bit of a progression, but the dynamic range between quietest and loudest has been squashed. And that's why the compressor is a dynamic kind of effect. The next effect that I'm going to show you is a reverb. In fact, I have two kinds of reverbs. The first kind is called a convolution reverb, and the idea of it is that it imparts the quality of a space, of a real space that has been recorded. So it's possible to record the qualities of a space like a cathedral or a church, or even something like a tube, or even the resonances inside of a piano. It's one is able to record a sound file with that, and using the convolution reverb, impart the reverberations of that space to the sound. So let me turn that on, and you'll see what that sounds like. So there you go. That was the convolution reverb. So now we've moved away from dynamic effects to time effects. So that's reverbs. This reverb here is a logarithmic reverb, which goes through a bunch of mathematical calculations that are applied to the sound to create the impression of space and reverberation. So this is supposed to sound like a small hall space. So let's see how that sounds. So that was the small hall reverb. Another kind of delay effect is actually a delay. So this is a simple delay, and here you have some time divisions. So let's see what that sounds like. Also, with this delay, I have added something called a repitch effect, which basically means that it emulates the sound of old tape delays, where when you would switch from one delay setting to another, you would have a kind of wow and flutter kind of effect, and you'll hear that here. So here we go. So that was the simple delay. One last effect that I believe is a time-based effect, just like the reverb and the delay, is the chorus. The chorus basically takes the sound and copies it, and then very slightly delays the copy of the original sound and modulates the pitch of that copy over time. So the idea of the chorus is that you get the same effect that you get at an orchestra, where you have several instruments playing, let's say the same note, but of course not all of those notes are exactly the same. So you get this kind of layered chorusing effect. That's the principle. So here's the sound again with the chorus. So that was with the chorus. So that's basically what I understand to be time-based effects. The last effect that we're going to look at is an EQ. So this is a filter effect. So let me turn it on, and I'll show you how it affects the sound. As you can see, as I move the one of the frequency curves, it changes the timbre of the sound. Making it sound duller or brighter. And this EQ allows you to make adjustments over 8 different points in the frequency spectrum. You can turn these points on and then move them along. And as you can see, the range of the EQ goes from below 100 hertz to above 10,000 hertz, so it has quite a wide range. And with this EQ, it's also possible to affect the frequency response and the timbre of a stereo signal, and affect the left and the right channels independently, which is pretty cool, as you can see here. All right, let's play that and see what that sounds like. So there you go. You have seen examples of the 3 main kinds of audio effects available in most DAWs. Dynamics-based effects like the compressor, time-based effects like convolution or logarithmic reverbs or delays, choruses may be also included in that category. And then filter-based effects or filter-type effects like an EQ, parametric EQ in this case. Thank you for watching.